Hello friends, ladies and gentlemen, I am Ozan Kurtbey. Welcome to my channel, everyone. To the tarot readings we do based on weekly horoscopes, friends. Because the astrology readings ended just last night. Now it's time for the tarot readings for the upcoming week. Let's see how tarot will unfold next week. We'll see this all together, guys. Exactly. As always, we're starting with friends whose rising sign is Aries. Rising Aries, rising Taurus, rising Gemini, rising Cancer, rising Leo, and rising Virgo. That's the topic of this video. Before we begin, I'd like to say that I'd really appreciate it if you like the video or subscribe. Friends, yes, we're starting. We're all starting together. Let's see how the upcoming period will unfold for friends whose rising sign and sun sign are Aries in the coming week. The first three cards I draw will represent your sun sign, and the next three cards I draw will represent your moon sign. So listen to the interpretations accordingly. If your sun sign is different, listen to the sun reading. If your moon sign is different, listen to the moon reading. If your rising sign is different, listen to the rising reading. Now, let's move on to how the career lives of friends whose sun sign and rising sign are Aries will progress in the upcoming week, at least in the first stage. Sun sign Aries 1, sun sign Aries 2, and sun sign Aries 3. Now, let's move on to the moon signs. Moon sign Aries first card, moon sign Aries second card, and moon sign Aries third card. Now, with Jupiter moving into Cancer next week, let's see what will happen in the second card starting from the middle of the week. The second card will be the card for Jupiter's transition into Cancer. We will all see this together now. Card number 1 says that for Aries sun signs, at the very beginning of next week, the moon will be in Scorpio. And the Two of Wands says that both indirectly and directly, because wands mean movement, with both direct and indirect support, you will turn towards your own values. Because this card is represented by the Taurus sign. In astrology, Taurus represents the second house. And it says you will turn towards your own values. Yes, at the very beginning of next week, you will be occupied with these values. By the middle of the week, the moon will have moved into Sagittarius. Jupiter will also take its place in Cancer. So what does the card that comes up there say? Since Jupiter will automatically increase the possibilities in Cancer, exactly the Three of Cups appears before us. It says, for Aries ascendants, next week, yes, next week you need to consider all the possibilities. In other words, bring all your creativity to the forefront. Mayday, Mayday! Bring all your creativity to the forefront, and in the middle of next week, consider all the possibilities related to your values. At the end of the week, the moon will move from Capricorn into Capricorn and will conjunct Pluto. The card there says that you will receive the return for everything you have done so far. At the same time, you will also see the support of your close circle and siblings next week. You will both reap the rewards of your past actions and receive support from your close circle. At the same time, if you evaluate the possibilities very well, you can significantly and notably increase your values with the support of Jupiter and the Two of Wands. Dear Aries sun sign. Now, let's take a look at Aries moon signs. What awaits Aries moon signs in the upcoming period? Aries moon signs represent our subconscious. At the same time, emotionally, it says that your path is completely clear. You can pursue your emotional desires. There are no obstacles ahead of you. On top of this, you need to add your values. Along with your values, the Six of Wands, the horse there, also represents power. You can head toward the path you want to take with all your strength. When the moon is in Scorpio, the moon will conjunct Jupiter. Now, pay attention here. The moon will conjunct Jupiter, and the Eight of Cups says, now, between going and staying, the moon is in Sagittarius, the moon is in Scorpio, the moon is currently in Sagittarius. Between going and not going, next week you may experience contradictions in your emotional life. Or someone who was previously in your emotional life may return. Didn't the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups come up above already? That's an indication of it. Next week, for those of you with Aries rising or Aries moon, you might experience some return. Now, will you take those returns into consideration, or will you gather your strength and go your own way? Here, the initiative is entirely up to you. And at the end of the week, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands also says, are you going to step into this storm, or will you ask the other person to prove themselves?
If you're going to enter the storm, will you be able to stand tall at the end of it?
There is the question. Will you be able to stand tall? My friends with the moon in Aries, this is the most important thing you need to focus on in your emotional life next week. Will you be able to stand tall? If you accept this, Mayday, exactly. Now, let's move on to Taurus signs. Friends whose sun sign and rising sign are Taurus. Let's see how your career life looks next week. Not just your career life, but how do your sun sign and moon sign look? Let's not separate them. Taurus sign on the sun card is 1. Taurus, sun card 2, and Taurus, sun card 3. Taurus sun signs. Taurus moon signs, card number 1, Taurus moon signs, card number 2, and Taurus moon signs, card number 3. Taurus sun signs, card number 1 says, next week you have the Hermit card from the Major Arcana. What it represents is that you need to determine a direction. Exactly, you need to determine a direction. And you must determine a direction. The universe, in other words, the life you are living, will expect you to set a direction. At the very beginning of the week, when the moon is in Scorpio, it represents your 7th house in the zodiac. And it says, quite seriously, because those are serious matters, you really need to determine a direction. When the moon moves into Sagittarius, Jupiter is there as well. There is a sense of uncertainty. Because you are a Taurus, Jupiter is in Cancer. There is more than one possibility. More than one possibility means uncertainty for Taurus. Within that uncertainty, you need to use your creativity and express what you want among those creative options. Just like on the cards, you need to state what you wish for. If you stay on the defensive and don't express it, then what happens next is out of our hands. The last card says that if you do express your wish, you'll receive the rewards in abundance anyway. Aha! But if you don't express it, if you just stay on the defensive and watch amid this uncertainty, don't expect any value at the end of the week. Dear Taurus, you really need to make the most of this in the coming week. But above all, you need to step out of defense and set a direction so that you can say, in this direction, I want to do this, this, and this. And what is the outcome? Aha! That's the clear point. That's it. Game over after that. Taurus moons. Taurus moons. Some celebrations may occupy your agenda. The 4 Wands. These news full of celebrations may prompt you to take action. Seriously, while things are serious, the moon will be in Scorpio, in your 7th house. The news you receive along with those celebrations, when the moon moves into Sagittarius and Jupiter moves into Cancer, when everything becomes colorful, will. Now you are fixed, right? Your moon sign is Taurus. Fixed. Hey, fixed. Be clear with me. Be straightforward. But it's all colorful. There is more than one piece of news. Colorful. Which one am I supposed to do? The Eight of Wands and Swords moon sign is Taurus. The subconscious mind immediately goes into defense. Immediately. If you don't come out of that defense, your hands will be tied. Dear moon in Taurus, if you don't get out of that defensive mode, you'll find yourself completely restricted. You'll say, the news I received got stuck in my throat. The last card, the moon's in Capricorn. Ha! So what does this mean? At the end of the week, when the moon is in Capricorn and pure reality has come to light, you first need to check everything out. Are you stuck between a rock and a hard place? Yes. Do you feel like your hands are tied? Are your hands, your perspective, everything tied up? Yes. Then just pause for a moment and check everything over. Check it. If you don't check, you'll end up throwing all of this away. Dear Taurus moon, because you'll immediately go into defense mode, you'll start to run away. Aha! You need to get everything under control first. After that, you can actually turn around and take your shot. Well, there's no other way. If so, all yours. Exactly. Because the material is obvious. It's Taurus moon, after all. So, for that reason, it's really worth paying attention to this next week. Now, let's move on to Gemini. Let's see, if your sun sign or rising sign is Gemini, this is your thing. Where are we next week, Shuli man? What is next week? Sun sign Gemini 1, Sun sign Gemini 2, and Sun sign Gemini 3. Moon sign Gemini 1, Moon sign Gemini 2, and Moon sign Gemini triplets. Sun sign triplets, 3, Sun sign triplets. At the beginning of the week, as the moon is in Scorpio, your way of fighting will continue straight ahead. There's no problem there at all, as long as you keep up your struggle. Mayday, mayday. In the middle of the week, the moon moves into your 7th house. Let's see. That's serious. The issue starts to get serious. First, it was about organization. Now the issue is turning serious. When things get serious, since your rising sign is Gemini, the moment you say we can do it, what you do starts to not care about you. Ha! Why? I care about you as much as you care about me. Yeah, there's nothing to be done. That's the 7th house. I care about you as much as you care about me. By the power of the shadows. Did you draw the moon in Capricorn card? If you want, let's not draw the moon in Capricorn card at all after this card. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. So what happened now? It's not like you think. Like you don't know how. You're entering the chaotic period because investments are at stake. If you care, there are some serious investments at stake. This card represents the 8th house. Your resources and the resources of others merge, and chaos emerges. Aha! You need to come out of that chaos with your values intact. Dear Gemini sun sign, starting next week, roll up your sleeves and get prepared, man. Exactly. Roll up your sleeves and get ready. Let's move on to Gemini moon sign. Gemini moon sign, at the beginning of next week, things are not at all as you know them. How so? Not as you know them. You will experience deep spiritual fulfillment in your emotional life. In your moon sign, intense spiritual satisfaction. Because this is a spiritual matrix. It is where the spiritual matrix of the tarot is at its peak. The emotions, the soul. In the middle of the week, the moon will be in Scorpio, my dear. Is that possible? Exactly. The moon will move into Gemini. The moon will move into Sagittarius. Things are going to get really serious. Aha! To say, is this it? Is this really it? You can push all the possibilities next week on Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to achieve that spiritual satisfaction. I have some news for you. Dear moon in Gemini, the last card is Capricorn. It demands pure reality. Will you be able to deliver that? Because this card, the world card, is ruled by the planet Saturn, and it says, the moment you reach spiritual fulfillment, I expect you to have something tangible and concrete in your emotional life. By the power of the shadow. Exactly. Aha! Let it not throw off your balance. If you are valuable, let it not disrupt your equilibrium. Be careful. How many people are you reaching that spiritual fulfillment with? That's important too. If you try to treat everyone you're involved with equally, you're done for. Seriously, it's over. I mean, it's really over. You're completely, unmistakably finished. So evaluate that well. But you might say this. It only works when you put all three together. Aha! Will your values be enough to satisfy all three? Yeah. Ah. When it comes to being a student, there's no problem. When it comes to being a student, there's no problem. But when you desire, why is that? Then you need to go through two. If you can't handle this, then don't even bother getting involved. Exactly. Now, let's move on to Cancer sign. Your tongue. Number one again, together with Jupiter. Number one again, together with Jupiter. Let's see what the situation is. Now we'll all see it together. Right off the bat, what will happen with the number one accident, Moon in Scorpio? That's it, period. There's no need to even elaborate. The peak of passion is beyond what you can imagine. Along with Eco, Cancer, Sun sign 1, Cancer, Sun sign 2, and Cancer, Sun sign 3. Cancer Moon sign is the area that needs to be blocked. Cancer Moon sign 1, Cancer Moon sign 2, Cancer Moon sign 3. Should we maybe cut the moon signs in half with scissors and open them up one by one, gradually getting used to it? Now, with Cancer Sun sign, there's no problem. It's a business matter. Exactly. Here we have the Six of Swords. In this case, Cancers will either go on a journey next week or try to escape from something. Come on! With the Moon in Scorpio, Achtung! Are you trying to run away from transformation, my friend? Are you trying to escape from transformation? Where are you running to, goodness gracious? Of course, the place you run to is the house where Jupiter enters Cancer. In this house, it says, hey look, we're experiencing a capsizing of balance. There's a disturbance in the balance. What's going on? So how far will this disturbance go? Well, there's nothing to be done there. The fifth house. Where are you running to? I can't sleep here. Goodness gracious, I don't want to break away from my routine. Shh, be smart, be smart. While you say you don't want to break away from your routines, we're the ones taking your routines from here to there. Do you think you can stay in your old routines? If you do, those balances will take everything away from your usual place. You stay, no problem, you stay. But your values are coming with us. Come on, now see the last card. See the last card. Your values also come from us. Well, there are people there who look you right in the eye. People who don't want you to succeed. We're saying, let us take you away. If you stay there, you'll get tripped up. Just when you think, I'm finally relieved, you'll get a whack from behind. It's over. So, why are you crying? No, things don't get resolved just by crying. Exactly, dear Cancer. That's why you should take another look at these journeys. What are they? What aren't they? Achtung! Take another look at these escapes, Cancer Sun. Now, Cancer Moon, Cancer. With Moon in Scorpio, emotions are coming on strong. Emotion is pouring out. Emotion is pouring out. Emotion sends regards. My friend, emotion sends its regards. It's coming on strong like a gentle breeze. So, right at the start of the week and in the middle of the week, what do we do with that fire? Moon in Sagittarius, the fire of Sagittarius. And at the same time, Jupiter will have moved into Cancer. So everywhere will be blazing with flames. Exactly, that's clear. Take the Sun card. It's obvious. But I didn't like this. G. Then, as 9 planets, we all united together. And we don't like you either. How are we going to do that? Yeah, that's definitely not happening. Absolutely not. It's constantly twisting and turning just all over the place. No way. Maybe you shouldn't act like a spoiled little girl. So, it means issues related to children might also come up, dear Cancer Moon. It depends on that card. There is a Capricorn there. Is that nothing? Exactly. There's a Capricorn there. There's a Capricorn there. Didn't I say it's not nothing? Here is the pipe. Yeah. The one in the last card. Dude, we know. We can talk about it. Come on. G. Of course. All right. I guess I'll turn back properly then. Bang. What happened? Are you the one acting spoiled? That's not how you act spoiled. This is how you do it. You were about to give up on me. So, did we put in all this effort for nothing? You were about to give up on me. That's not how you give up on someone. This is how you do it. Send those ideas in your head on a year-long vacation. In fact, if possible, don't let them come again. Let them resign. Those ideas are yours. With this attitude, with this prejudice, we've got a problem. Where? Oh, in Capricorn, in the 7th house. It's not like January. This is serious. Achtung. If we're going to play, we have to be serious. Anyway, from now on, in the 8th, we'll die there. You intended to kill me before I died. Then I'll kill you before you die. They say, that's not how you faint right. This is how you faint right. Is it clean? It's clean. Now, let's move on to your Leo sign. Yin yin repeats. Sun sign Leo 1, Sun sign Leo 2, and Sun sign Leo 3. Exactly. Sun, Moon sign Leo 1, Moon sign Leo 2, and Moon sign Leo 3. What was it again? Let's take a look now. Sun sign Leos. Are you ready? Sun sign Leo, may God bless it. Exactly the trio of talisman. You need to showcase all your skills. You're in the spotlight. The trio of talismans is no joke. You need to showcase all your skills. You're in the spotlight, man. Achtung. Moon, you are in focus in Scorpio. Fixed point. The moon moves into Sagittarius. Slowly, gradually, it's moving into Sagittarius. But there's a situation like this. You see the other people on this card, right? Those people might gossip about you and laugh at you just so you don't use your talents out of jealousy for your abilities. When the moon is in Sagittarius, it is perfect because the sign opposite Sagittarius is Gemini. It's exactly like fake news on social media. That's why don't even think about getting caught up in tribal indexing there. Your loneliness Aquarius, house number 6 Capricorn, house number 5 Sagittarius is complete nonsense news. Don't do it, it's not right. Don't do it, it's not right. Well, maybe I should just back down then. Take it easy and see. When the moon moves into Capricorn, go ahead, go ahead. Do you want to lose all your values? Dear Leo, if you want to lose all your values, it's no problem for us. After all, you're the one who will lose your values. Dear Leo sun sign. So next week, you will be the one to decide who with whom, what you will do, who you will walk with, who you won't walk with, or whether you'll walk alone. Now, let's come to the moon sign Leo. Dear moon sign Leos, well, the moment you're afraid of losing, it means you've already lost. Write that down. If you act out of fear of losing, or the moment you're afraid of losing, it means you've already lost. You can't name it. And you can't even mention what you would name. That means you've already lost in your emotional life next week, because that's how life always is. Is it a joke? When the moon moves into Sagittarius, do you want to foresee what's coming up in your emotional life, brother? I do. Then you have to name it. The moment you name it, all the losses you see behind you will become support around you. But only if you can truly name it. If you can, honestly, like a real man, truly name it. No, I'll name it now and then I'll give up. Once the moon reaches Capricorn, we'll see. Once the moon reaches Capricorn, we'll see. What happened? I only said it in the moment, but we're in a mood to make deep, lasting decisions. How are we going to do it? We're going to make sweeping decisions. I only said that in the moment. No one's buying it. After that, well, Saturn and Pluto come into play. Then, with the next card, Moon in Aquarius, Pluto comes into play. Is that what you told him? Yes. With the promise you made in that moment, I could completely and fundamentally erase your current life and routine. After that, there's a Pluto conjunction, and it's in Aquarius Moon too. So, dear zodiac signs, decide what you're going to do next week. Mayday, Mayday, exactly. Let's move on to Virgo rising. What is it? What is it not? Deeply, 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 deeply. Dear Virgo, sun sign, Virgo sun sign 1, Virgo sun sign 2, and Virgo sun sign 3. Moon sign, Virgo moon sign 1, Virgo moon sign 2, and Virgo moon sign 3. What is it? What is it not? Virgo sun signs, your number 1 card, just like Leo's. At the beginning of the week, you should also open up to the young man, bro. 3 of Pentacles. Exactly. So, Scorpio. Scorpio is which house for you? Libra is your 2nd house. Scorpio is your 3rd. Everyone in your close circle has piled the trio onto you. Like, do this too, do that too, and do this as well. So what will you do when the moon moves into Sagittarius? When the moon moves into Sagittarius, push all the conditions of your 4th house to the limit. I'll do it, but under these conditions, you have no choice. I'll do it, but under these conditions. Because after that, the moon will move into your 5th house. That's when you'll start to shine in terms of talent. There's something going on there. You know that, right? If you don't set those conditions there, it'll be very hard for you to reach a compromise later. But you also need to approach compromise in a way that's outside your normal routines, at least in a business sense. I mean, you have this routine, but now you'll need to add something extra to it because we're focusing on the Gemini card side, the Gemini zodiac side, straight across. That's why you need to push the conditions to the limit. If you push it, there's no problem. Then, may God bless it, abundance will come pouring in. You'll see this next week. But if you can't do it, no, I mean, I'm straightforward. So, are you straightforward then? All right, everyone disperse? So, you're straightforward, huh? Nothing to be done. All right, let's move on to those with Virgo moon sign. Virgo moon signs. Pay attention to your health. Be mindful of prejudices. Be even more careful about not being able to say no to people you're fed up with. Got it? As long as you can't say no to the person you're tired of, it will cause problems in your body. Your body will say, ring, ding, ding. What happened? Why did you finally send this person away? What happened? I'm losing my health. It's suffocating me so much you have no idea. They're acting so prejudiced. So, treat them the way they treat you. Prejudiced and indifferent? Treat them the way they treat you. Prejudiced and indifferent? Because it's 1 candle, 2 candles, 3 candles. A liar's candle only burns until nightfall, of course. Do you really want to be spoiled? Yes. Don't let the liar's candle burn until nightfall. Treat them the way they treat you. Don't let them act like a child. Kick it. Otherwise, mukoko. Clear. Clear, Miss Bashak. A liar's candle only burns until nightfall. Because I'm fed up. Always the same, always the same, always the same. So, stop caring now. Otherwise, you'll be the one to lead. You haven't done anything. The middle shop is yours, my friend. Next week, at the end of the week, final destination. Friends, I am Ozan Kirkbe. We have evaluated the process up to the middle of the week and the middle of the zodiac sign. See you in the next zodiac signs. For now, arrivederci. Take care.